Shout out to Southside Ralph.
Would love y'all to come and just see my setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when I'm sitting in front of my shit, I also got another monitor that
So you can see.
with the viewers see everything that the people watching on home.
Yeah.
I can see what they see. That's how. If you ever watch my show, you hear me a lot of times say, "Books, put the camera on me right now by myself. I put the camera on the chain because I can see what it's showing. I have a monitor that I'm looking at, and I know what everybody else can see. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I say I watch my shows back. Because when I want to promote a clip or advertisement for somebody, I notice he'll have the screen on the ad the whole time. You can hear my voice. I don't like doing my ads like that.
Okay.
Show the ad whenever I'm advertising, right? But then transition back into my face so they can see me talking. Or put us on a split screen. So when I noticed that, I started telling him that, yo, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. Because I know how, you know when you watch your show about how you want your shit to look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do most of the editing, man.
Right.
So.
In your case, you editing it, so you do exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'll see it again. I know what clips, what I want to drop. Because we usually drop the pod Monday, then like Wednesday or Thursday we drop a clip of the pod, an interesting clip. But
So this is today is Monday. So what day would what day would this be up? Or will I be able to see this next week?
probably.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, we got a couple other people.
Nah, that's fine. I ain't rushing.
Yeah,
I just want to go.
Yeah, I always let you know.
Shit.
Yeah,
So we pre-record.
Run.
You don't pre-record, do you?
Nah, I'm gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. We've been on a little run lately. There's been a lot of guests coming.
That's good, man.
Yeah, we love it. But all right, what's going on, people? It's been another episode. What's up, my brand? Your host AC Slater.
It's your boy comedian Wats.
Yeah, we don't usually do it. It's not like a
No, but this is
start. We got an intro and everything.
Yeah, but this is what we do. We got to introduce ourselves. You know what I mean?
We got a special guest here, man. Fellow podcaster, party promoter, just an all-around good dude, man.
Man, fuck all that shit. We got competition sitting there. And I'm pissed the fuck off, man. This nigga is plugged.
Wait, let him introduce himself first.
This nigga's plugged this. Now go ahead.
Shut yourself out. Let them know they can reach you and find you at, man.
What's up, man? What's going on? It's your boy Kev, number one host, Kevin Hines. You know what I mean? From the People's Podcast, man. You know what I mean? So every Thursday we live 7 o'clock. You heard?
Don't worry, I'll put all the links in the description so y'all can find them, man. All the social media pages and stuff. You know. It's an honor to have you on here, man. You're a podcast that we trying to beat you.
No, man,
it's healthy competition.
Yeah,
You're somebody keep us on our
yeah.
toes. You got better guests than we do. A lot of the times, sometimes we had great guests on here too, but
Yeah, y'all had your shit.
your reach is different.
Yeah,
Let me put it like that.
Your reach is definitely different.
You in City Hall, let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? You touching mayors and congressmen and stuff like that.
Right.
We doing local rappers.
Which is, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it though. But listen, man, nigga, we on your heels. That's what we're saying to you, man. And after this podcast, he's about to plug us into a lot of shit that we. You know
Yeah, we had some good conversations off camera already.
Right.
So then we had to hurry up and turn the camera on.
We was giving up way too much content.
Too much content in the game though.
Right.
But man, but how long you been potting for, man? When did you first start the podcast?
I'm just wrapped up my 49th episode, so we got 3 more to go. We get to 52 to as many years. So we started last September 2020, and you know, I think September 8th, if I remember the date correctly, was the very first episode. So it's been every single week. We only missed 3 episodes that we didn't do the show, and that was because one week it was a snowstorm.
Yeah.
The other week, my producer DJ Books went on vacation, and then the other week I had to go down to Atlantic City to help Marty Small campaign for mayor. So that was the only 3 times we didn't do the podcast.
Man, you helping mayors campaign and shit? Like, God,
Yeah,
damn.
man, this nigga plugged in, man.
Do you see yourself being a congressman? Because that's the vibe I get from you. Like, you
A lot of people tell me that, definitely not no congressman. Who knows what the future holds, man? I just feel like, you know, aside from a party promoter, like I always paid attention to politics as a young guy, and I like to serve my community and do what's right. And I know the way the world is, politics run the world. So I feel like that if I could do something to be a part of making these decisions or have some type of influence over it, why not? You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily got to be no politician to do the things that I need to do, but as long as I'm brushing shoulders with them. But who knows, man? Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean? One day I might run for mayor of the city or something, man.
Listen,
man.
You never know.
You
You could be Ghost from Power.
I
I think they came for the streets and now you running.
For real, for real.
Don't. I mean, you're doing what you got to do, man. You brushing the shoulders, you shaking the hands, you getting people associated with you. It's great. It's great, man. I want you to keep pushing. I know you ain't gonna stop already. You know, you have some hiccups that we're gonna get into later.
Okay.
But you know, you've been pushing strong over a year, almost a year now. Like,
oh yeah. Was it like though just because of the pandemic that made you start, or was it something you always wanted to do, like something?
Nah, it was definitely something I wouldn't say always wanted to do, but
yeah, but
people who know me, like if you follow my social media, right, I always speak on a lot of shit, social issues, something in the city, something in hip hop, entertainment that's going on. I use my platform to speak on these things, and for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, people are very people take my opinion on things very seriously. Sometimes I even offend people. People get upset or feel away, and it's like I've been in controversy way before my podcast for takes that I've gave on my social media. So all my friends would say, for the most part, it's all good shit though, positive shit. All my friends would tell me, you need your own show. Prior to me starting the podcast, I went on a couple people's shows. Winston Dramatic, that's another guy you guys should look into. Winston Dramatic, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He has a show that he was doing.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I went on his show, and the first thing he said to me when the interview was over, yo, you need your own show. You have a lot of content. You got a lot of, it's fun doing the interview with you. And then, so that's how I came into play. And then, when the pandemic happened, we couldn't do parties and shit no more. That's when I just decided to, you know what I mean,
try this shit out.
Right.
That's how we started too. During the pandemic. I mean, AC always had an idea of doing a podcast, and
I mean, honestly, it's a kind of similar thing. People told me I needed a platform. I needed to get my voice out there because the things that I say sometimes or think is a little, not normal. But we both here. I mean, I got jokes. Not against you.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
We kind of your big brother.
You said what?
We kind of the big brothers out of this. I think we the longest running podcast so far.
How many episodes y'all at?
79.
Playmakers
had us. Playmakers had us at one time, but then he shut down for 4 months. He had some stuff going on.
Yeah,
this is past them. But like I said, you're doing it bigger than we are a little bit. Not even a little bit. I want your guess. I'm going down your timeline and I'm stealing. I'm going down your timeline and stealing guess.
Every last one of them.
I just wanted to talk to you about it first, so you ain't feeling the type of way.
Okay. So what kind of questions would you ask the governor, the mayor, for just our city or New Jersey period, changes that we need?
I would ask normally when I got an interview, I would just I do my research on these people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I already have my own things that I personally always wanted to ask. True. And then it's just if I was to interview Governor Murphy right now, one of the main things I would love to have a conversation with him about is the way that he handled COVID and the lockdowns and all the rules and restrictions we had. I don't agree with some of them things. I would love to pick his brain about that. That's what I would ask him.
I mean, as long as he don't start doing that bullshit what they're doing in New York, where they start you need a vaccine card to get into restaurants and gyms and all that extra shit, then you feel me? We'll be cool. But you start doing that,
that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate to go get that vaccine.
That's what it looked like it's coming to though.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
I don't want another shutdown, man. I really don't.
I won't be able to take it.
Nah, I can't.
I probably could.
Yeah.
I probably could take another shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully not too long, not the same amount of time.
I wouldn't mind a shutdown if they pay us though.
That's what I'm saying. If another high stimmy come, then I do another 3 months.
Yeah. I ain't talking about this thing either. Extend that unemployment.
Extend unemployment because I think it ended this week.
Yes, last little extra. So back to work.
Yes, although everybody that was working wasn't getting that shit. Yes, niggas go back to work, piece of shits.
Right.
He been working the whole pandemic and he's mad about that.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck y'all.
But party promoting, you know, that's not easy. I ain't gonna lie, that's not easy to get into because I know a lot of people that throw parties and they don't get to turn out. And I heard about your parties. Like you, what's the other guy you said? Gucci Mike.
What you hear about my parties?
Dumpers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like live. I know you. I could tell by the people you bring on. You know a lot of females, a lot of bad ones, and you don't know a lot of bad females. And be a party promoter if your party's whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like your party's got to be dumping, like for them nice ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you keep some nice ones on there.
Right.
So
which we're gonna still do.
You intertwine and you mingle. So, what would you say the hardest part of starting off as a party promoter thing is?
You gotta have a don't look at it as a get rich quick thing, because you're gonna crawl before you walk. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might even gonna take some L's. You gonna flop.
Like, man. Where we at with it, man? Where we at?
Podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I want to take you?
He's high. What was one? You said you had 49. That's getting up there. You almost was at 50. Was it anybody brought on the podcast? You don't have to say no name. Was like, damn, this nigga or person was just a waste of time. Or is it like pulling teeth with some couple? Because it wasn't used to being interviewed.
Nah, we had a couple people like that.
Yeah.
That been on the podcast that I definitely felt like, man.
Yeah.
It was wasted energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There was a couple people that came. Some people get on there and
we had a couple
freeze
people.
and they don't want to talk and they don't want to say nothing.
Short answers.
You get some people that want to come on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't see no point in bringing them on. Yeah, it's the people's podcast. It's for everybody, but you feel me? It's like.
But it's not.
It is not. It's for everybody, but you gotta. It's not for all. It's for people that got something going on.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So everybody think they got something going on, and everybody really ain't got nothing going on.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's when it becomes. Because if I show y'all my inbox about the request, it's crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's like I ain't brought all of them on because it's like, first of all, I gotta get to you, but second of all, it's like some of that stuff just don't make sense. Because I need my viewers to be entertained.
Right.
I try to bring people on that the people want to see, or the people want to hear from. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all.
Yeah. How that views looking like when you go live though? Is you all up in the case?
It depends on it's a couple things. I'm about to break that down. How that go, right?
Yeah.
So the views is based on a number of factors. Number one, whoever the guest is that you have.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So if it's certain people gonna get more views than the other. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, somebody that everybody know that's real popular in the town, it's gonna get more views than some no-name person.
I noticed that, yeah.
Right? Also, you gotta factor in the weather outside. So I started my podcast last September, and we went right into the fall, into the winter.
Yeah.
7:00 Tuesday evening, it's cold outside, it's dark, everybody inside, views is high. Once spring broke, April, May, it's hot outside, 90 degrees, I noticed the views go down. It's not because they didn't watch the show, they weren't watching it live because they were still outside. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed that too, though. As a person that do skits and we do the podcast, you really have to hit them at a certain time when you feel, all right, if it's a weekday, that 7:30, 6:30 to 9 o'clock range is a good range to try to drop something.
Because when my producer, DJ Books, gave me some days that I could started on when we started it. And one of them was weekend days, and I was like, nah, I'm definitely going to do it Friday, Saturday.
Never.
Sunday, I don't want to do nothing because that's my chill, relax.
Yeah.
I figured I wanted to do it Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week. That wasn't going to work for him, so he said Tuesday is good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really doing nothing on a Tuesday, 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? So I chose that.
Oh yeah, shit. Look, I don't wait till the fall. That's what I'm saying. Let this hot ass weather get the fuck up out of here. I was just telling them my views gonna go back up. So we done had some episodes where, obviously, the episode that I got into with my old co-host that had like 10,000 views. Yeah,
I seen it live on Facebook.
So
you know how you watching it live and you see the numbers, like on the thing. Average person, you feel me, in the city, right? probably ain't never seen it unless it's a fight. You know, fights get a lot of views. It be in the hundreds, might be in 1,000 or whatever. It's a fight, somebody's house blew on fire. But an average live, you gonna see 30, 40.
30, 40.
We had about 3 or 4 episodes. My surgery episode when I had the panel of ladies up there.
Yeah.
The episode when me and Dominique got into it. The episode after, the very first episode after Dom was gone.
Yeah.
And I brought Najee on there, where I'm on the set live and I'm looking at it. And that number never drops below 500, like live views. Like it never went below 500. We're doing a countdown. They ain't even show me on the screen yet. It's doing a countdown. If you ever watch my show, it's a countdown, right?
Yeah.
But when it's doing the countdown, that shit was at 500. Like we ain't even get started yet. Like they was just waiting to watch this shit.
Yeah, they wait for that.
Listen, man, you brought it up though. But what was that situation all about though? Man? It was funny on our end watching it, but I know it was like some serious shit.
Yeah.
What was going on at the time? You want to break that down?
Yeah, that was crazy because you know, Dominique was a good friend of mine, and you know, what I mean, we had conversations prior to the podcast. Once I explained to her what I wanted to do, she kind of had similar interests.
Yeah.
So I just said, you might as well just do this thing with me, and she wanted to do it. So you know, what I mean, we started the podcast now. I didn't know where we were going to do it at when me and her agreed, but I was a guest on my producer, DJ Books. Shout out to him. He had his own podcast. It was called the B&B Show with another Trenton DJ, Bart the Ripper. And I was a guest with Sino and Gucci Mike on their podcast, right? Okay. And after that show, just like I told you about Winston Dramatic earlier, DJ Books said the same thing to me. He called me up and said, you need your own show, bro. I said, yo, everybody tell me this. He was like, nah, this is for you. So he offered to provide the production and do it at his studio. And I called Dominique and said, yo, this is what we about to do. And then, you know what I mean, we picked the date and we started it off like that, you know what I mean? So, but that particular episode, when we got into it, we were talking about women dating older men.
Yeah. And
if you are a host on a podcast, right, our job is to talk about shit.
Right.
Yeah. You're not supposed to just sit up here and
just
so if you remember that episode, she kept trying to say that if she feel as though somebody worrying about other people's business, then you're washed. We're a fucking podcast. We supposed to talk about people's business. Yeah, that's what we do. You feel what I'm saying?
I talk about his hairline every podcast. Shout out to his hat. I'm liking the Philly hat, you know.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? So,
I love you. I ain't gonna sit down by your dress today.
It's okay.
Keep going, keep going, brother.
Yeah. So she kept saying that on the show, but I didn't understand. You could tell she was a little agitated. I don't know if it was a sensitive subject for her.
You know what it was? Because she probably dated an old man.
That's what I was just about to say the same
back
shit.
when she was a little younger. You know what I mean?
I feel like you talk about me energy, bro.
Right.
So
we're not talking about your past. You know we're talking about this.
Right. So, you know what I mean? That happened, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then shit went left. She started throwing low blows at me, as y'all seen. And I threw a couple low blows, and then shit went crazy, like.
That shit was crazy, though, man.
Feel me? And then, you know.
But still, shout out to her, though. We want to come.
Yeah, shout out to her. I've spoke about this on other platforms already, but you know, if she was trying to say this was my show and we episode 49, man. Y'all see who show it is. So we didn't even miss a beat. Like people thought the podcast was going to be over.
Yeah.
We was right back next Tuesday, same time.
Perfect. Hell, you couldn't give that 10,000? We shoot it next Tuesday.
Right.
Crazy?
Right.
But she also said that you've been wanting to hit this. Is that true?
Nah, that was all cap, and she know that. I know Dom since we was about 16, 17.
She is attractive.
And she's very attractive, yeah. But I just.
So now, once have you thought about that?
Nah, I never. Dom. It's like it's not that I don't think she's attractive. She's very attractive. I just never.
Oh, you never looked.
We
at
never
her
crossed
that
that
way.
We never. It was always like when I met her in school. When we was in high school, she had a boyfriend.
Okay.
And then her attitude. Not that she had a bad attitude, but you could always tell Dom was one of them girls who thought she was all that in a bag of chips. Now I ain't knocking her because there's a lot of women that think like that. That's cool, but my personality, when I know chicks that think like that, move, I pay them bitches no mind. Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how
it's
I'm
not attractive.
Yeah.
Some niggas like it, but you can't expect everybody like everything. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. Like sometimes.
That's why you heard me say on the show when she said that to me. I'm like, yo, I wouldn't even try. I never tried to.
Yeah.
I said that when she
Yeah,
said, I said, I never
yeah.
tried. I never tried to. What you talking about? That's cat. She said, I never been to her house. I've been over her house plenty of times. She was cat. She said, I live with my mom, walked around. I'm 34. I moved out of my mom's house at 17. Never been back, ever. That's cat. My mom don't even live in Trenton. Dom lives directly around the corner from me. Like I could walk to her house. She lived literally 2 blocks from me. And my mom lives in Willenboro, so all that shit was cap.
It was good content though. She was trying to destroy the way it worked.
She was saying a lot of shit, man. But you know, me as a man, you know how females get. So you know, what I mean?
They don't say anything.
They say anything. So talking about you sleeping under people's porches, hiding and shit.
Yeah, they going
Yeah,
say.
because I go visit my mom a couple times a week. I'm living with her now. Like niggas crazy.
My mom.
Mom, shit. Like,
Right, you feel what I'm saying? So, I just feel like at the end of the day, for those that have seen that interview, and you trying to pick whose side to believe, whether the low blows that she was throwing versus the low blows that I was throwing. Since that episode, look what happened. Look at what I've been doing, and y'all haven't even really seen her. She kind of like, no disrespect to her, but she kind of fell off the map. So,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Y'all pick and choose who's telling the truth and who wasn't.
You know how females. Can't you a piece of shit? I believe
She
her.
played live a couple times after that, like once or twice, and I was tuned in. You know.
Those lies was
everybody
about
loved.
those lies right after that was to talk about me.
Yeah, then
yeah.
after that, it was over.
Yeah. So what else?
Once we found out what was going on, yeah, I had to watch the episode again. I'm like, all right, yeah,
Right.
yeah, she came crazy from out of nowhere.
Right.
Well, we about to try to spook your mind a little bit. This is
Okay, go ahead.
This is a segment for AC. It's called High Thoughts from AC.
Okay.
Cause you know he's stoned right now.
Why do you say high thoughts from AC? You said this is a segment by AC.
Yeah, then I said High Thoughts from AC. My bad.
Am I not the only one high?
Worst way to bring in another segment.
Wow. This guy's crazy.
My bad, he wasn't prepared for that for me to go to that segment.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't.
He wasn't prepared?
But I got something for you.
All right, go ahead. What you got?
You've never seen yourself sneeze. Never.
That's some crazy shit.
You never seen yourself sneeze?
Never seen yourself sneeze. Think about it. You sneezed a whole lot of times in your life.
You can't look at yourself unless you're looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
True,
And
but
who sneezes in
even
front
when
of
you
the mirror?
sneeze, you close your eyes. It's like a natural
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Oh yeah. So
You even if you was there at the barrier, the sneeze would be over by the time you see yourself.
Right. That's a good one.
What happens if I
That's
record
like-
myself? Don't I see myself sneeze? Well, how can you record yourself if you don't know when you're gonna sneeze? My bad. Let me get out of this segment. Get out of this.
This is like the
What?
this is like
Nothing.
this is like the Power 99 when they be like things that I've been thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you work security at a Samsung store, are you a guardian of the galaxies?
That's funny.
If you work security at a Samsung
Samsung
store,
store.
you the guardian of the galaxy. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, you are.
You are.
You are.
You
That's
are.
cool as hell. I'll say that.
You
Yeah.
are.
I'm about to blow your mind with this one. It's sand, like sand at a beach,
Yeah.
because it's between the sea and the land.
And it's, say that again. My bad.
Sand.
Sand.
Think of sea and land and merge it. It'll be sand. Or did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, that's a high thought.
The word
Sea.
sand, right?
Yeah.
It's between the land and the ocean.
Yeah.
Take the S from sea and the and from land, and you got sand. I was too high, though.
Yeah, you. That was some really some high shit just
I
now.
was too high, I guess.
That was high. But that's the high thoughts from AC.
That was. I thought that was a good one. Sand.
Sand and land. High thoughts from AC. Nah, but you know, there was some tragedy happened. we just gonna come out later this but some tragedy happened. This from Omar from The Wire, man. He died today in his apartment.
Yeah.
And he was found dead.
Yeah.
You probably want to see it later when you scroll up your phone or whatever. Yeah.
Wow, damn.
Found dead in his game.
Was he really gay? Like, that's what I want to know.
I'm hearing that he was. I mean, like, found dead. Was he OD? Did he die? Like, OD. I mean, but that's fucked. That was one gay nigga everybody didn't want to fuck with. This nigga come with a 12-gauge shotgun.
I never watched the show, but I'm familiar with who you talking about.
Yeah.
You gotta watch The Wire. That shit is fire.
I ain't really watched the whole thing.
I got a couple things I want to let people know about. Housing Authority says Kodak Black cease and desist for giving away AC units in his own projects.
I ain't mad at that man because he trying to do something.
You imagine they build now? Everybody got an air conditioner.
Hey man, you doing something right for the community, man.
He got a oh yeah, I guess because they paying for the shit.
They said
oh, hold on, talking about certain projects don't have AC.
Nah, I think what that implies is maybe like these people got their utilities included and the housing authority maybe it's cheap rent or they paying for it.
Yeah.
But now if you give everybody an air conditioner, whatever they was paying, that shit more because it's more electricity used or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, true. Oh, and it's Miami too, so it's always fucking it's hot. Somebody built it.
they said your actions have adversely impacted the property's residents' right to peacefully enjoy the property.
Right.
I didn't listen, man. I ain't mean to cause the harm.
Fuck that whole
Give me all my motherfucking shit back.
Right.
That's fucked up. He was helping out people. He was giving it out to elderly people and people that probably couldn't afford it. But how is he disturbing the peace, basically? That's what they're trying to say.
But this thing about this is Miami. Those projects, whatever housings they are, they should have some kind of AC or some kind of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Somewhere to keep
That's
them
just like
cool.
in Kingsbury.
Yeah.
They had to make them people evacuated a month or two ago because it's fucking hot as hell.
Well, yeah, AC was out. So they from what I hear, I don't know how true it is. It ain't my business to say this is a rumor I heard. But what Trey Twiz had his little party, his cookout down there. They trying to come for him now because of the garbage that was left behind and stuff like that. That's crazy because it was peaceful. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I was out there that day.
Yeah, I missed that. I was in. I think that day I was in Brunswick at this comedy show, and by the time I got back, it was pretty much over.
Right.
But, yeah. Or was that the day we went to the $1 million game then?
Oh, y'all went to that?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to that, but at the last minute.
Yeah, that was cool.
I had I had some merch made and I had
With that one, I really thought they was gonna have a live show where it was like sitting down.
Oh, they didn't do that?
No, it was a concert.
It was damn near a concert. They brought out Fab, Jada, State Property. They brought out B Simone. She did a comedy set.
They came out. They gave out stuff.
Gave out stuff.
I put my phone on the stage because he was giving out free.
I forgot what it's called.
Like Dogecoin and shit like that. I forget what cryptocurrency. He was giving out free cryptocurrency, but he was asking who had it. I pulled it up, threw my phone on the stage. He looked at it, gave it back, but gave the damn prize to somebody else. He gave it to this girl.
Yeah,
it was $1,500 in the whatever cryptocurrency.
I think he won at $2,500, right?
Yeah, dude, he came on stage. He was off the upper level. They gave him a hat. They put the hat on. First, look, they brought him on stage. They had a PS5. They had one of their speakers. I guess that's sponsored by them. It was special. They signed it. It was printed up with all their stuff on it. And then he was like, it was 3 people. Like, so you could wait and see what prize I give you, or you could take one of these. It was 2 dudes and a girl. The girl took the PS5. So the other dude said, I'm gonna wait. So the other dude had to take a speaker. He gave him a hat. Inside the hat was $2,500 in cryptocurrency. But I had them some shirts. Hopefully they'll wear it sometime. Give us a shout out. They played some damn.
Yeah, they had
100 miles.
100 miles. They played him in one of the
in the beginning of one of their podcasts.
shows and shit.
So
yeah, I seen
he a
that.
rapper for the town.
I know 100 miles.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. I know everybody.
I'll be forgetting your ass plugged the
I
fuck
know-
in.
I know-
We stop naming names to this nigga.
I know Billy. I was in a music video with him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I started in the music video.
I know you're working on Gil coming to pod.
Of course. Tell me Walla. I never met Walla, but I know Billy.
I don't know where your studio at, but I pulled the fuck up. What the fuck up where you?
We had talked to Capone from CNN.
Okay, yeah, he be around.
Yeah, but I met him a couple times. We talked to him. Still ain't come on yet. I mean, I understand him. Whatever.
I mean, you old head. I mean, you feel me? But we still
want to talk. I was a fan of CNN.
Yeah, certain people is harder than others to get.
Yeah.
And we can't have you can't have pride in this podcast shit.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? So
in the beginning, I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes you might feel like,
what?
Man, like, motherfucker, know these seen the message. They act Hollywood.
Piece of shit.
Like, you know,
There's been some people, me and him talk a lot. There's been some people that canceled us a couple times. We says, never.
Oh, no.
But now we changing our
We'd be like that. If somebody cancel on us, at first we'd be like, man, they're done. We ain't fucking with them. Then we'll think about like, hold on, this person is still popping. We gonna need this person on the podcast. Maybe they'll just fucking wait. So like, all the people that we want to bring on, they're gonna come, but it's gonna be in time. I mean, so we gotta be patient.
That's how it go.
Everybody want to warm up too.
There's been some people in my 49 episodes that I had to work a little harder than others.
To
get to come on the show, but
but
surprisingly, it was some people that it was easy to come on and they got a good amount of views.
They go like that too.
Yeah. Like shout out to Brett Banger, man. He was crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I love his energy.
I think
I hit him up. He sent me his manager. I hit him up. They came. Right. I didn't expect it to be that easy. I ain't gonna lie.
But
I knew
the
exactly
top person
what
that he loves publicity. He loves anything that's.
I never met him yet, but from seeing him on Instagram,
he's a wild
he
boy.
Like he like that.
So,
I mean, cool though. He got a clear head on him. He know how to talk.
He's not
professional.
He's not a dummy. So he'll be a good pop for you.
He is. How can I say the character? Of the rapper is wild, so he has to keep it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
has any one of your parties when like got too crazy with like like a fight where you feel like the whole night is going good and some bullshit happened?
Yeah, in 12 years, of course.
some shit happened.
Not in the last few years, I haven't had no fights in none of my events, but over the course in the beginning days, Ball, Sari, Conduit, Maxine's. Yeah, we had some.
I've been to a couple of your parties.
Was you? Damn, you said 09.
I've been to
was you there when Max Dina was there and then there was
I didn't go that night. That wasn't my party, but
I
was actually on my way there that night.
Oh, okay.
And
I
don't know what
in the building.
Yeah, I don't know what happened that night, but I didn't go. But I remember that night. That's the shit.
That's like that shit was nuts. Like
that's happened. I done seen riots in the Boy Sari before. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
The voluntary day stage too was crazy. Yeah.
I would say over the last few years, though, fights at parties in Trenton has calmed down.
Yeah.
It's not as it's almost like rare that it happens nowadays than it did.
Some of these niggas done grown the fuck up. People not know we know each other. Like you got this going on. Like we're not feel me. Like you feel me. Like we have shit to do. Like
and a lot of times it be the drugs.
Pack that shit with women because I feel like there's too many niggas looking around and we drunk.
Now people bringing the street beef to the club because you beefing with the niggas that you want somebody you want to fuck up anyway. You got the opportunity to see him all day in the hood. Feel me? But y'all, you don't go to his hood. He ain't coming to your hood. Or even if y'all from the same hood, y'all really shouldn't be fighting each other anyway. But
at all.
Feel me? But when niggas get drunk, they in the club. They see a motherfucker. They got their boys with them. So they feel like that's the time to try to. Yeah. That's what that should be about.
Word up. In 2020, right? A Florida man decided to treat himself to a brand new Porsche 911 Turbo. He paid with a check for almost $140,000 and drove away, right? Yeah. However, it was later discovered the check was actually fake. He printed it himself at his home computer.
But he got away with the Porsche?
Yeah, he's white.
He went to jail?
They had to catch him. Names?
They don't say if he went to jail. I don't mention nothing about jail. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't know he did it himself then.
You can trace stuff back to certain computers. I'm pretty sure they went in.
Yeah, because
at that amount,
the weight of a check. You know what I'm talking about? Like how the fuck?
I don't think it's the weight.
But I'm just talking about you can.
That's number one, it ain't no way to get paid from that check. So that's why it took them probably a while to figure it out. They had to actually deposit, wait for it to try to clear, and they figure out it's fake. Then the amount of money, that's gonna bring the feds. And the feds is thorough. They're gonna find out. They can tell by the ink in the paper if it came from your computer.
See, it was the motherfuckers was beasting on a commission. Somebody, you said 140,000. How much was it?
140,000.
Yeah. You can tell that nigga wanted that motherfucker.
I can tell you this. You know he wasn't black.
Right.
Oh no. Sorry, we don't take.
Or
chances.
Spanish or nothing else.
Right.
What
Sorry,
a
we
white
don't
person.
take. Unless you're a rapper or some kind of actor.
They don't care.
No, they're gonna care.
No, they're not. Because once they see you black, it don't matter how many jewels they got on you. They don't care how many videos you got, motherfucker. They want to double check.
Right.
Make sure that nigga shit right.
For real, he went in there. That nigga crazy, yo.
They want the Porsche.
Crazy like a motherfucker, man. Well, man, what's on your brain, man?
We're just trying to, man, you feel me? Put another play.
What's your next move? The project's going on, anything that's going on.
I'm currently trying to put the logistics together for my next event that I want to do. Then we coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the People's Podcast, so
So
we're gonna have a special 2 hour show that day. But we're not gonna do it from the current studio we at. We might rent out to looking to rent out the War Memorial downtown Trenton.
Oh, you trying to do a live show?
Yeah, it's gonna be an hour of it is gonna be live show. The other hour is
like
gonna
music, whatever.
Music, entertainment, and I'm inviting everybody that's ever been on the podcast to be in the building all at the same time, plus a small live audience.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's my vision.
Hell yeah, bro. No lie, I was trying to do something like that too, but start off small. Maybe like in maybe December, January. I was trying to think I'd do something in Champions. You know, Champions Bar outside.
Yeah.
Where you had the
Yeah,
little bars all night.
Yeah.
So I want to do something like that.
Right.
Was you scared?
Nah, I ain't scared.
Champs Bar out south. Hold on, I got brain.
On Chambers.
On Chambers.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
They had a little thing.
Oh yeah, they got
bars
the shit
all
in the
night.
back. Yeah.
They had the little stuff in the back. Like it fit good 30, 40 people.
But see, the thing is, I'm still not thinking of live. He's saying live like with an audience. We still were pre-recorded. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but still we have a live audience.
Yeah. I'm not against
No,
it.
and even if it's
What he's saying is live, like he's streaming live. I still don't want to stream live.
Right. Yeah, I'm doing everything I do gonna be live.
oh, okay. Oh well, okay. Then in my case, I'm talking about with a live audience.
So get people to chime in that way.
Yeah.
We don't have to get actual guest. We got a crowd.
Because you're right. Because now we booming. I feel we all are booming. We're all doing good. But it's now you feel we have to touch the people. We gotta.
Yeah, I feel we top 3 in the town.
So who the other two?
You, Kilogram.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know you one of them.
Yeah.
And,
Kilogram.
He stopped.
Does he count as far as? And that's one of my best friends too, by the way.
Yeah.
Man, Kilogram very far. That's my bro. But does he count as a Trenton podcast, even though it's South Jersey?
Yeah.
Even though he rep Trenton. He's from Trenton. You feel what I'm saying? So when people talk about when somebody say name everybody in Trenton, name all the Trenton podcasts. Do you say Kilograms? Because
Isn't it another one?
How does that
too,
go?
though? They're like in Ewing.
Ewing definitely counts as Trenton.
Yeah, but it's another one. What's their name? Like they're doing good too, though. I can't even find them right now. But they also doing good. I mean, their views is up there on the YouTube shit.
See, let's speak about that, right? So when I started my podcast, and Graham tell me this all the time. Graham told me this. Shout out to Big O. He told me this. But I respectfully, this DJ Big, I had a conversation with DJ Big. I respectfully disagree with the way to go about it.
Yeah.
If I already had the subscribers, like for example, Gillian, Gilly was already famous.
Yeah.
So he already had the subscribers on YouTube. So when they started a podcast, it didn't matter what the fuck he put on YouTube. He already got the subscribers, so the shit going boom, people gonna watch.
Yeah.
And then his Instagram and the shit go hand in hand. So me, I have YouTube, my own personal YouTube account prior to, but I never uploaded no videos on there. I just made a YouTube just to make a YouTube.
Right.
So when I started a podcast and we streaming it through Facebook, people were saying, yo, you need to drop this on YouTube, people getting paid for it. And I'm like, show me where people, because I just think people say that all the time. Oh, you can make money. No, it's not that simple.
No,
first of all, you don't just get paid because you're on YouTube. You don't just get paid because a certain amount of people. You know, one of the biggest rumors that's cat with YouTube, you get 1 million views, you get money. It doesn't. It's not that simple.
No.
No, you gotta turn it on.
No, we I think we did though, because we had a skit that came out called Just Another Day.
We monetized it. Charles monetized it.
You monetized it how?
That you get ads and stuff played on your video.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. I don't know if he did that.
He did.
He told you that?
Yeah.
He had to.
He had to get paid.
Oh yeah, because we got paid like $300.
Yeah.
It hit like 250 or 240 some thousand. Mm-hmm. So maybe if he hit that bracket.
So how many subscribers do you have?
At that time, maybe like 800 or 900. I don't know. That's off his page.
See, but that's the thing. I was told that you got to get 1,000 subscribers to even unlock all them features.
No,
See,
we could monetize now. We only got 300.
So we can have ads on our stuff.
Yeah, we can have ads.
Then what the fuck are we doing?
We don't. It's not gonna pay us nothing, to be honest. And the stuff we talk about is gonna get flagged. So there's no point.
Why would we get flagged? We don't say any racial, or gay slander. Why would we get flagged?
Topics, trust me.
Well, back to what I was saying though,
Yeah.
but so they was like, I'm like, yo, I don't, cause like I said, we better not lie. Podcast, Gram, similar to yours. They're not live. They go back and edit it. I didn't want to do. I want to do a live show, and I didn't want to just put it on YouTube because I could pre-record the show, put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get the same interaction. You could send people a YouTube link, but everybody ain't gonna click on it.
Right.
But if you're scrolling down your Facebook, or if you're
Facebook.
Already my friend on Facebook, you're gonna get a notification that I went live, number one. And when you scroll down, you're gonna see it. It's easier to see. You don't even gotta click on it.
That's the thing about it. People are so lazy. It only takes a click away.
Even though it's that easy, but
they won't do it. They don't want to watch what's in front of you right there.
Even what we talked about before we went on air, right? About I just uploaded a few episodes, old episodes onto my YouTube channel, right? On People's Podcast. Make sure y'all go subscribe to that.
Subscribe to that, man.
Yeah. So I uploaded a few episodes, but people already seen them and all the comments. So my thing is this: somebody calls right now, yo, Kev, man, I was checking out your podcast. I ain't see the episode with you and Dom. Y'all was arguing. I want to see that. Send me that. So let's say I go. It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
People seen it on Facebook already. I could go to the dates. I gotta show y'all. It's a feature Facebook allows you to type in any date, and you can go to that day, and you can see whatever you post. So that's another way.
Shit, I need to see
I can go.
I
don't have to even go to YouTube. If I want to go look at my podcast from November the 2nd on Facebook, I type in that date, and it's gonna take me right to it. You feel me? And then I can go watch it with all the comments. But let's say I sent somebody the YouTube link. They say, hey, I want to check that episode that we did back in December with Don, right? So I sent them that episode from YouTube. It has no views. Let's say it might have 6 views. You know what the person gonna think if they never seen my podcast before? This nigga shit whack, man. Ain't nobody watch it. But little do he know, 10,000 people watched it, and another 1,000 motherfuckers commented on it. It's just not on YouTube. They did that on Facebook. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I want my podcast to look lit. And I felt like YouTube, for me, not for nobody else, for me, wasn't gonna have me looking lit. I said I get more interaction on Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
but ain't nothing wrong because if everybody
sharing, I know they were saying it about the money, but I found a way to make money doing the podcast. Now when I started the podcast, right, everybody come on free. Of course, I'm trying to get my feet off the ground, but I had a vision. The vision is this is where the party promoting and the podcast world connect.
Yeah.
Before I started my podcast, I already had a strong reach. I know a lot of powerful, important people. Some of these people I met through the party world. Yeah. Some of these people I met from other walks of life, other things that I do.
Yeah.
So I maintain a lot of relationships with a lot of people. So I knew that starting the People's Podcast, and I wanted to base it around bringing a guest, because that was my thing. I said, we're going to bring a guest on every single week. I said, what's going to separate me from other platforms and what's going to eventually make people want to pay to come on my show or to pay to get their backdrop, their logo on my backdrop. Because I got logos that I sit in front of on the backdrop. Yeah. People pay to have their brand up there. You feel what I'm saying? So the guest, the guests that I have on this show, the type of quality guests that I have on the show, it's going to separate me. Yeah. So it's like, damn, maybe episode number 1, if I would have told somebody, the first girl I had on, if I would say, yo, I'm starting my podcast, I want you to come on, I need a couple of $100. Probably would say, hey, get the fuck out of here, I ain't paying for my shit. Right. But if you done seen 40-something episodes and you like, damn, the mayor came on, the councilman, Big Ooh, like all the motherfucking most known people in the city and other cities is coming on this shit. I need to go on this shit. Now you want to pay. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because you done built your platform. You feel what I'm saying? True. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's smart.
Right.
Yeah. I guess the way we looked about it was like, all right, if we just pre-record, and that's, I would know we just have them lined up. Right. So now if one day somebody cancel, if we can't,
that's the good. That's the good thing about it.
We are loaded the fuck up.
That's the good thing. What you just said. That is the one good. There's many good, not the one good thing. Yeah, that is one of the good reasons that is too. And Kilogram mentioned that to me too. He was like, "Yo, somebody cancel. I'm already in the middle of clips that I'm waiting on to get edited. Anyway, I can always just throw this up, boom, boom, boom." And that is true. What you just said. Yes.
We took a month break. No recording.
But you had stuff in the tuck.
Every week. What drive? We ran them out and then we got back to it.
That's the good thing. Yeah. Knock on wood, in 49 weeks, I base my show around guests. I've had a guest every single week. I did have to make some last minute arrangements. Sometimes it was people that something couldn't make it. Like DJ Westwell was supposed to come on and then he got sick. He got COVID. You know what I mean? So I had to make some arrangements. But the good thing about us is I've had some moments where, like, you would think, like, if somebody calls, like, I do my show Thursdays now, right? I moved to Thursday, right, from Tuesday. So if someone calls on today, like today's Monday, and they say, I'm doing a podcast, I can't come this Thursday. I still got 3 days to get somebody enough time. Right. What about if somebody calls Thursday fucking morning? You feel what I'm saying?
We have people cancel
on a day up.
Hour.
Right. Before that's the shit, because now you can call other people to get them to come on the show that want to come on, but the problem is that's so short notice that they might can't. You know what I mean? But luckily, I never had an episode where I couldn't get nobody at all. I've always had somebody.
I think that's why we started shooting. We started our first, just me and him pod. The guest canceled on us, but we had set up and everything already, I think. And we wanted to just shoot.
And I could talk about, have the show without a guest. I don't need a guest. I can do it.
I feel like
with just me. I got some shit I can just run down that I know people that. I know how to create not only controversy, I can talk real shit, whatever. I have some content that I can create that would still make for a great show, but I'd rather do it with guests.
And also, because it's on Facebook, you get comments, you get other people interacting, so that'll help you out too.
Yes. We take phone calls too on the show live. That's thing I like about my show.
That's one thing about
someone see it and then they be like, they're calling in.
That's one thing I like about YouTube. You got to get 1,000 followers to be able to
but that was, I was thinking something like that, but I'm like, all right, that might.
Because you can get paid off YouTube too. People give you donations.
That's what it was that Kilogram told me that. Not the monetizing thing. Before you can go live, you gotta get 1,000 followers. You gotta get 1,000 subscribers. You go live, but then they can donate to you, give you money and stuff. YouTube, straight. But even with that, like I was telling Graham, okay, let's say I had 1,000 subscribers already, bro, and now I can go live on Facebook. People ain't sitting around on Facebook. I mean on YouTube.
So who's gonna alerts too though? Just like Facebook, you get alerts.
Nah, I'm not knocking the thing, but what I'm just saying is, if I do my show and I got motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion on the People's Podcast this week, and I'm going live from YouTube, even though they might get a notification on my subscribers, most of the people ain't really sitting down. If you at the crib and you watching another hip hop and you got your notification, okay, you might click on it. Oh, he on YouTube, he live. But how many other people want to do it? But it's on Facebook.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them that don't click.
You feel what I'm saying?
Y'all see people go live all the time. I don't want to see it live. I'm waiting. I want to wait and watch it when I can. You know what I'm saying?
But I can watch the whole podcast because I do.
You know what I noticed too in this podcast shit, bro? Because I had to watch a lot of my shows back. It's sometimes when I go to certain people's house, they ask about it. They say, "Okay, put this episode on," and I show them. People got a low attention span. I'm talking about grown people. Like, but then they could be looking at something, man. Within seconds, they just lose focus and start doing something else. It's crazy.
Yeah. And my phone, I could sit down and watch something. I can, but sometimes you grab that phone, you get lost in your phone for a couple minutes.
For me,
I would have to rewind back and shit like that.
Me too there, because the phone is always a distraction anyway.
Yeah.
But if I'm watching a good series or there's something good on TV, I'll say fuck my phone for a little bit. Then after that, all right.
Right. Well, I done had some people get mad at me, like that wanted to come on. Some ladies, and I remember one lady sent me a message and said, "What I gotta have a fat ass and
of course,
be all with the lashes and all that to come on the people's podcast because it seemed like every lady you bringing up there is bad." I said, "Nah, it's just a coincidence stuff like that."
Yeah, man.
People's
My fault.
podcast very.
Hey, man.
What is life?
So what?
Nah, but I mean, that's all good though. But I feel
It
like
helps that you might got a fat ass. But
Right.
shit, that help us too.
Right.
This guy got me in trouble with my girl because he asked her to go to twerk here.
I never got it. I didn't do that.
Yes, you
Wow.
You did.
I didn't ask her to twerk.
We'll move on. Cause she might watch this shit.
Yeah, my girl.
Who knows? I don't know. She gonna get that far. Where we at? Are we in the hour?
Almost.
But I'm like, yo. But I still feel like we can be reached on other platforms. I feel like the live shit usually is going good too, though. But I still feel like you should have that on YouTube. We should hit every fucking platform that it is.
I agree.
Therefore, a podcast.
That's why I did start.
I mean, I understand this guy, group edits and do all that shit. But I told you, you just convert one pod a day, we'll be fine.
What's wrong with your fingers?
I don't have the laptop. You have it.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. That's why I did start. I never was opposed to getting it on YouTube, but I just didn't.
I mean, you're doing fine, but
yeah. And then I
go
did
for the
recently.
heights.
I did start putting the old shows on YouTube. I'm not finished. I got like a lot more, 40 something more to do.
Right. But as long as you do it, man, you never know because YouTube hit other people too. It ain't just gonna be people that seen you on Facebook. They might not have never heard of you on Facebook.
But the thing about Facebook too, though, that if once somebody share, they're sharing. Now, if that person from somebody in New York,
Facebook?
yeah, if that
That's
person
what I was trying to tell Graham because
Yeah.
when we had this conversation, he was shooting down Facebook like, "Yo, you ain't gonna go viral like that," or the YouTube all over the world. I'm like, bro, Facebook all over the world. So I had to show him a post that had nothing to do with my podcast that I put up one day on Facebook that went viral. It was something funny that I seen on the internet, and I posted on Facebook, and it got like 200,000. Matter of fact, it was Gilly and Wallow. They were arguing over oodles and noodles. Yeah. I reposted the video on my Facebook page. It got 200,000 shares, 1 million views. I said, Graham, people all over the world seen this. I didn't tag anybody. It was an organic post that I put up on my Facebook. I only had 5,000 friends, and it was seen by 1 million people. So I said,
you don't know who those 5,000 people know.
Yeah,
who they're
all
friends
these people sharing it and all that. So Facebook,
people,
Facebook has the compatibility to be seen around the world too.
Yeah. Facebook is still a good engine to use.
Right.
Too.
I'll be trying to tell him. I don't disagree with Facebook, but my thing is I'll be trying to tell him. Sometimes you gotta get people accustomed to doing certain things. Yeah. If you're dropping a skit, yeah, it's cool, but give them part of it. Don't give them the whole skit. You know what I'm saying? Because
have them.
You want to still draw attention back to the.
Now that's what you do.
But that's the laziness.
Doing it the way that you guys do it when you pre-record, that's right. What you do, you drop your clips and force them to click on the page to go watch the whole show. Right. That's how you're going to get them to subscribe. So I get it. It makes sense.
Because, it was just a different approach for both of us. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like the rappers with the videos. They have this debate. Some rappers like to have their engineer send them the whole video, the videographer send them the whole video, and they post the actual video on Facebook, which that's the way I would want to do it if it was me. But then some rappers feel, nah, I'm just going to post a YouTube link, show them a clip. You know the problem with that? Your views ain't going to be the same, like we just said. If you post the actual video on Facebook, when it's easier, they're going to watch it, your shit going to boom instantly. You're going to get instant gratification. YouTube, you're going to have to grind out. You might go a month, still only in the hundreds and shit. Yeah. Feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be a slow grind on YouTube.
People want what's right in front of them.
Exactly.
That even though it's just a fucking link where you can just click on it, it's right there. Right. But it feel like some niggas might have their phone might be slow. Right. You know what I mean? Don't get the best service. Like I'm trying to go to this YouTube shit.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, you don't listen to me when I tell him anyway. He still posts the whole video on YouTube, on Facebook. So, but I've showed him YouTube does work.
Right.
Sha'Carri Richardson skit he did. 70, almost at 8,000 on YouTube.
Is that 8,000?
Almost 8,000. So like 7,800.
Right.
Almost
views,
200 likes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most views ever on no fucking page.
yeah. How many is it on Facebook?
2,000. Because once again, if it's booming, it's going to share.
You know what I mean?
People got 1 million views on Facebook.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what? One thing that I know will go viral all over again if I was to do it. I didn't get to that episode yet, but if I even right now with hardly no subscribers to my YouTube channel, if I upload the clip of when me and her got into it,
Yeah.
and send that around, I'm almost positive that's
Oh yeah, that'll boost the YouTube subscribers.
Yeah.
That'll boost the subscribers. It's a way to catch attention.
right.
And if you post it, I don't know if it's 30 seconds, but they got the YouTube Shorts now.
Right.
That's how we got other videos and like me and him got a little thing going, a little competition on skits. He did the Chicago Richardson skit by himself. No, I ain't had nothing to do with it. It's the most viewed on our page. But I made him do a skit in Walmart one time, and that was just the most viewed on our page.
Right.
But he had another skit. Like we go back and forth, so he on top right now. I'm gonna get him back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Impossible, but hey man, you try.
but the YouTube Shorts help the other skits boom because now people just seeing them as they scrolling. It's like reels on IG.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or Facebook got reels now.
Yeah.
Like,
I still didn't see the reels on Facebook.
Oh no, I ain't seen the reels on Facebook.
I got it on my phone.
Okay.
My phone, the only one I ever seen it. I pulled my Facebook on my other phone. It's not available.
Yeah, I don't know what the
But
fuck that's about.
I got it. Shit.
With the reels though too though. Do you put your clips on a little like clips on IG?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And Facebook. Like, for example, I might have a guest come on. Like, we had a rapper come on a couple weeks ago and we freestyled and then we played his music video because we can play your video too.
Yeah.
So the next day, I sent him the clips from his freestyle and I sent him a clip from when we played the video and I post them on. I try to go back throughout that week in between shows.
Yeah.
The most recent guests I had post different clips from certain parts of the interview. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of got it.
Yeah, we kind of got the same formula. Cause if we have an artist to come on, we like to play the music before we start the
Right.
rap.
Yeah. Only one person freestyle so far. That was Nino Brooks. We didn't even ask him.
Yeah,
He just wanted to rap real quick.
Yeah, that's funny. Go ahead.
But I want to talk about Eddie Murphy, man.
Let Eddie do this now.
What are you doing?
Think about this, man. Eddie is a selfish motherfucker. He's selfish as hell.
Which way?
The Nutty Professor. That is a great movie, and he played everybody.
That's not selfish. That's brilliant.
You think that's just brilliant?
Yeah, I get paid
I
for.
feel like
I
that's
don't have to
selfish.
work. You know what that showed? I just showed like man, I can do it all. I can play 7 characters, bro. Even though that was probably some work. That was some shit. You know what I mean? But then the way he did that, to have different voices and different, you play different. I mean, like that's some shit.
Show
Like,
how talented he was.
you feel me?
Shit, Will Smith did a movie by himself. It was only people in the movie was him and the dog. What was that? I Am Legend?
Yeah.
There's nobody else in that
And
movie
then
but him.
until that chick
like,
popped up.
With that CGI
Yeah.
character and shit. And that one with him and his son.
And, you know,
After-
and Martin, think about it. All the characters he had to bring up and be on point.
Right.
Yo, I can't really be mad at half of these comedians when motherfuckers say Eddie ain't funny no more, Martin ain't funny. Had it been funny for fucking 20-some years. I'm done. I'm rich, I'm filthy, I don't gotta do this shit no
In
more.
my opinion, they still funny.
It's still funny, but it's just like I don't have to. I have nothing to prove.
I could watch Martin, even though I've seen this shit 100 million times.
It's
Oh, yeah.
still
Shit
funny.
come on tonight,
Funny,
it's
man.
still funny.
Yeah, that's still funny.
I just watched House Party yesterday.
Me too.
That's
I
crazy,
watched
yeah.
3, then I watched House Party 2. Probably watch House Party.
Which one is the best one?
First
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
1 and 2, they're in order.
1 and 2. 3 should never happen.
Yeah, sure.
I like the 3 when that was the one with
Immature
Marcus
kids.
Houston was in there.
Marcus Houston, yeah,
Immature
and on
kids.
TLC.
Yeah, TLC.
Yeah, they in order. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, one's fire.
Mm.
You see, He said, I just wanted to beat him up. I ain't know what he said. So I just thought
You can make
him up.
you can even make a debate for 2 if you wanted to, because I liked it. Two was dope.
2 was good.
2 was dope.
They were in college. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. They lost. I think that was when they fucked their money up. Fucked their money up. It's money that kid needed.
Damn.
He said, what about the black? That's for the black.
I seen a meme the other day. They said, yo, I can't believe they tried to trick us to believe full force was 16. But the niggas was grown as hell. That house party was. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
It was all good. Them niggas old as fuck in that house. Big head as fuck.
Yeah,
like
like a grandfather. Like a uncle. Bitch, what you talking about?
Hell no.
Yeah. Shaq. He partnered with somebody and they purchased a Reebok from Adidas for $2.5 billion.
Damn.
Shaq is crazy.
Shaq got money like that?
Yeah. Shaq got bread.
He probably got a partner.
Yeah, like,
okay.
He ain't giving it up like $1 billion. I don't know.
Yeah. But I don't think he's close to $1 billion. But he got some.
Yeah, I never remember mentioning. He definitely got.
But Shaq definitely do that. You gotta think about that nigga was a rapper, an actor.
Shaq probably worth like $200-300 million.
Yeah, around there. I gotta give it to that nigga. That early '90s stage where he was booming like a motherfucker.
Shaq got a lot of businesses. He
got two that we might not
He
even
got the
fucking
piece of
up.
shit. What's that? The piece of endorsement? Papa John's.
Oh yeah.
General.
Yeah.
Icy Hot.
Yeah, Shaq got a lot of.
Oh yeah. He's
Something else. He got other shit too.
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck things paying.
Still getting the check from the NBA, from TNT.
TNT.
Yeah, sportscaster.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, but
plus he great.
I feel like, think about it. Adidas been bought Reebok for a while, and they kind of like threw it in the back.
Yeah, those what's it? Shaqnosis? What those niggas? The little swirl on them. What that? But that was Reeboks though, right? That was what we.
I think so.
As a matter of fact, that was Reeboks. Yeah. That was probably one of his best niggas. The other ones were just like they belonged there. Shaqnosis or shit like that. I said it right, motherfucker. Fuck you looking at me all crazy. Oh man. Wow. I just had something else I wanted to say. Fuck. Just lost my train of thought.
It is okay. I keep forgetting. It's okay if we have dry spots because
I'll take them out.
Because
I've been trying to figure out the right shit.
Right.
Just say like.
So I try to come over and be prepared and actually have segments.
He's never.
I'm
always.
I have my questions in my head. I probably don't tell you, but I'll be prepared when I'm coming here.
And
so y'all don't write.
I want to go back because that's when we first started off. We did. We used to have a whole set list on a piece of paper. We got the laptop. Guys got lazy. We stopped asking what we were going to talk about. Now we just half the time we wing this shit, and it just go good.
I do a lot of that too.
Yeah, because if a person,
I have a couple.
I want to tell the truth because he's lying.
What am I lying about?
He started coming late.
Oh, okay.
I told him he was coming at 5, and he came here at 5:15. You know what I'm saying?
Came here at 5. I got here at 5.
Got here at 5:10.
5 o'clock I got. 5 o'clock I got, man.
So like you out and about, right?
Please don't lose your train of thought because I'll find a question.
I want to do one of these, man. I don't know where to go with you, man. I feel like a little bit.
We can go anywhere, man. You feel me? Ask me anything, anywhere. Like.
One must go. What you think? We were just talking about. Let's get into the 90s back. What you think about this one?
We got Jamie Foxx, Martin, Fresh Prince, and Family Matters.
Jamie Foxx, Martin,
yep.
Fresh Prince, Family Matters.
Who you getting up out of here?
Get Jamie Foxx the fuck out of here, man.
I love it. Because you know why? I'm going to what I loved. I loved Family Matters, bro.
Yeah,
I know what you said as an adult. Are you watching Family Matters? Maybe not, but what
We
you gotta
love
go.
family
You
members,
gotta
bro.
go. What made you felt good as a kid?
Fresh Prince, I love Fresh Prince.
That's not
I
going
fuck with
nowhere.
Fresh
Martin, like
And Martin is a little. That's he's
Martin,
standing.
yeah. You can't say that.
I didn't have that same feeling about.
I love the Jamie Foxx show.
I used to watch
I like the Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
show.
I used to watch
It didn't
that shit.
affect me.
It didn't
because
affect me like the other three, bro.
Man, Family Matters gotta go.
Family Matters. Thank you. I have somebody who's got that said that shit.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
Oh, you said this. You feel the exact
Yeah,
same.
niggas out here talking about their Family Matters. Fuck
Yeah,
that. And somebody
Urban
said Fresh Prince. I'm like, what the fuck?
Urban
And you
was
know what's
trash.
missing from that? You know what else?
What?
Was one of my favorite shows, and even as a grown man, I could sit here and watch the seasons of that shit. The Cosby Show. Loved it.
Cosby was good.
Loved it.
Cosby was great. Damn, imagine who plays the Cosby
I could
Show.
watch the Cosby Show all day, bro. Like I like that shit.
Okay,
I
what?
haven't watched it because there's nowhere to see it at. But I feel like I have
Yeah,
some
they need to
DVDs
put that
or
shit on Netflix or something.
something.
Man, he out of jail. Put that nigga shit back up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That,
He
yeah,
do
I
it.
ain't gonna lie, the Cosby Show was dope. But Family Matters,
Family Matters is my shit.
I can't watch that as a grown man. I tried.
Some people argue that, like everybody, most of the people you'll hear say Martin was the best all time or whatever. But then I've seen people debate that Fresh Prince was better than him.
Yeah, that's the biggest debate.
Right.
Yeah. Them two head to head.
Because Martin's show, pretty like this, Fresh Prince had more substance than Martin.
Yeah,
Martin was
okay.
just more
For
comedy and shit.
comedies.
Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Adult shit.
It wasn't really based on a lot of realistic, real life shit. Family Matters took you through some real shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what
the
I'm saying.
episode when he cried out about his dad.
Yeah,
So, you feel what
that
I'm saying?
episode right
You mean
there.
Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was deep.
Anything about Fresh Prince is also hitting white
Moving
women.
from Philly,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Getting in trouble and shit to go stay with your peoples. Feel me? That's like real life shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but one fight though.
Right.
And one little fight, my mom got scared.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah,
what type of
fighting
niggas
somebody.
do? One fight?
It wasn't even a
She
fight no
shipping you
games
off
back
to
in the
fucking
back.
California.
We was fighting some guy.
From Philly to Cali.
Nigga fight breakdancers game. You know what I'm saying?
He spit them around in the air. Like,
Right.
what's the threat? He dizzy? But yeah, I can't. Y'all just blew my shit. Family Matters.
Nah, Family
Yo,
Matters.
JB Fox show was gold though.
Not over Philly.
He
man.
crossed that. Oh man,
Dude,
and his jokes was fire.
Dude, the Urkel, come on, man. So, nah. Come on.
We got another one right here. You can only purchase one ticket. Let's bring in people real quick. We got Kodak, Gucci, Future, Lil Wayne,
Kodak,
Black
Gucci,
Youngster.
Future, Lil Wayne.
Black Youngster, Yo Gotti, Kevin Gates, Young Thug, and Boosie.
Let me see the screen.
That's easy for me.
I only can get one ticket, right?
One ticket.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, go there. So Wayne, who's that top row?
That's Kodak, Gucci, and Future.
That's Kodak without his dress.
Second row, who is that?
That's
Got-
Wayne, Wayne Gotti, and Black Youngster.
Oh, so that's easy. That's Lil Wayne.
Yeah. No, and yeah, Wayne. Period.
And if you say one gotta go out of them, I would choose
Damn.
who that one in the middle between Gotti and Wayne.
That's Black Youngster.
He might have to
You
get the
got
fuck
it,
up
you
out
got
of
it.
Yeah, he got it. I probably get a Thug ticket. I wasn't the biggest Wayne fan. Young Thug is more.
You wasn't a fan at all back when Wayne was popping. We talking about droughts. We talking about no
I'm
Sucess,
talking-
we talking about all that.
No Center 1 was fire. No Center 2 was alright. I say
Lil
what's
Wayne
that?
in my top 5.
Yeah. We talking about Carter 2, Carter 3, Carter 4. People don't like Carter 3.
Wayne, Kiss, Fat, Nas. That's my top 5
All time?
all time.
Mm.
I don't put Biggie and Pac in my top 5.
Yeah, they're
Number one,
They ain't supposed to be in nobody pop.
I don't think Biggie. I spoke about this a few weeks ago on my show. I don't think Pop definitely lyrically didn't belong in nobody's top 5 because I don't think he was that nice. I liked his music.
Yeah, he make good music, but it was
Yeah.
catchy shit.
Yeah.
And then
I said-
Biggie, I feel like to be in the top 5, you gotta have longevity. And through no fault of his own, he was killed.
Yeah.
So
You're
it's
right.
like, how we gonna put him on the top 5?
But they're there because,
I
I
ain't no
mean,
big about
shit.
that.
You right what you saying,
Right.
but it's the impact that they left that makes them just be that
Right.
that type of.
But or is that just because you passed away? Because they did the same thing with Nick.
Right.
Nobody want to check in for Nick. When he
That
died,
is
now you hear all these
true.
people screaming Nip.
Yeah,
Like,
he had a good fan base, but it's him dying that really.
Right. Now people want to bump your shit.
Yeah.
Now Biggie shit was getting bumped before he died.
Yeah.
And like they ain't do that with Biggie. You feel me? This shit was getting played while he was alive. But that's the only reason why I don't put him in my top 5. Like, because we don't know how many awards and how long if he would have been relevant for 15, 20 years. Like, because look at the people that was out when he was out.
Yeah, true.
Reason why they say Jay-Z is the GOAT. Reason why they say Kiss, all them niggas was out back then with Big and they still relevant to this day. Jay-Z don't even really, he just do a feature here and there. But don't you notice when Jay-Z do a feature on somebody, that's the most talked about shit on social media.
Every motherfucking time.
Feel what I'm saying? If Jay-Z come out right now and do a verse on Meek Mill shit, everybody on social media want to talk about that shit. Yo, you heard Jay verse, yo? When he came on and did What's Free on Meek album. Yeah. That's all they was talking about. Did you hear Jay verse? Did you hear Jay verse? You know what I'm saying? He stopped the internet when he do a verse, bro.
He look crazy now.
Yeah.
You seen his dreads?
Yeah, he do look crazy.
Ooh. Some people shouldn't have that type of hair. I ain't gonna lie.
And he's still nice though. See, he's saying no bullshit.
I don't know. Listen to the Kanye West new shit. He ripped that shit when he was on.
He on Ye new shit.
Yeah, on Donda.
Okay.
He ripped that.
So they piece their differences out.
Yeah, and he ripped the shit with on Drake. On Drake album.
Okay.
That was fire.
Everybody been talking about those the last couple of days. I haven't checked it out yet.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Jay-Z, but he did it. He did rip them shits.
Yeah.
I ain't the biggest fan. I kind of stopped listening at the. Probably that Kingdom Come was my last album.
Wow. Did y'all see the verses?
Which?
Dipset versus the
Oh yes, tuned in.
It's crazy.
Tuned in.
And
ridiculous.
I had Dip. I had going in there.
I did too. I was torn, but I leaned towards. I'm like, yo, if you put a gun to my head and force me to pick a side, I'm gonna lean Dipset because when I was in high school, they had more of an influence.
Yeah,
we're the same age. I'm 34 too. I turned 34 in July.
So, but I fuck with Kiss and I'm heavy. Like Kiss is like Cam was my favorite rapper, but Cam not in my top 5. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
he was just my favorite.
I love Cam too though.
But if you ask me for my top 5, Jadakiss is in my top 5. Jada's better than Cam, even though
I can probably put Jada's in my top 10.
Jada like everybody in my top 5.
Gotta be. Gotta be. Jada, I fight for Styles. You know what I'm saying? Styles is one of my favorites.
Styles definitely
Styles is
mine. MC top 10.
I agree with Nas because I had some Nas that I liked it.
Nas is my shit. Wayne definitely my shit. Jeezy's in mine. Fab's in mine.
Fab been around for a long time.
Hov, Jay-Z's definitely in mine. Shit, look, I'll fuck with Drake. Drake gotta be in there somewhere.
Yeah, Drake is
in your 10.
I don't put him in my top 5.
Probably one of them.
Or
he's probably 10 or something.
Because he got the writer issue. Like that can't be on your. That's like smut on your jacket. You feel what I'm saying? Because like they said, for example, like that mean a lot as an artist. That pen, bro. That thoughts. Like you feel what I'm saying?
But
now you just an entertainer.
What kind of artist are you saying? Is
like for example, they said Jay ain't even right. Jay would just go in the studio.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just spit.
Yeah, but
you know how gifted you gotta be to do that?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
The only people I know that know how to do that, Styles said he don't write no more, and Lil Wayne don't write.
Juice WRLD didn't write.
But they used to say Gilly was writing for Wayne. That's why Wayne kind of fell off a little bit.
When he came back.
Yeah.
I love Wayne so much, I don't want to believe that shit from Gilly.
Right.
I believe the song.
Too many people been said it too many times on too many different platforms for too many years, bro. Right. And you can see the change in Wayne.
Right.
That's
Nicki finally cleared the rumor because they was trying to say Safari was writing for her. I even believed it initially because when you listen to
Safari.
Nah, it's not even that. If you ever listen to him rap, he has her style. So that made me like, you know what? Maybe this nigga did right for me. He sound like Nicki.
Maybe
got
a
Nicki
flow,
a little cadence
and maybe a flow, and then she just.
And then she went through a little where her shit started to be a little weak a little bit when they broke up. So it had me looking, but and then he was saying it on his that he did, but Fendi, she went on I think Funk Flex not too long ago. She called Fendi up on the phone, and everybody was like, "Yo, I never seen." And she called multiple people on the phone. All of them said they never seen Nicki. You know what I mean? Get nobody writing her shit. She always like she was going hard.
I don't this.
And then Safari ended up coming back saying
Safari funny as hell, but I hell no.
Right.
I don't believe
That's why Nicki was insulted
Yeah.
when people was talking this Cardi B shit because like Nicki, like bitch, I'm right.
Yeah,
Cardi don't right.
But
you can't even put nobody that don't right on my level, yeah.
True.
Because if you don't right, you just an entertainer.
But my question is, what kind of is it only for rappers? Because a lot of singers don't write this shit either.
Right.
But is it that same feeling for singers, or is it?
I think it's a different thing for
singers.
singers.
It's different.
Singers is different.
People roll for Michael.
But then how do you look at Drake?
That's why I said.
Do you
Drake
look at
is
him as a
nasty.
rapper? Or do you look at him as
he more of a pop artist entertainer.
Yeah, people roll for fucking Dr. Dre and roll for fucking Kanye West.
Right. But if you go,
but those producers.
If you like, for example, if y'all watch sports, y'all watch basketball. Whenever they compare the greatest, like they do Mike and LeBron, right?
Yeah.
So both of them have an argument, right? But what separates people when you start going, what do they always separate Mike with LeBron? Mike got 6 rings.
Yeah.
Mike didn't try to build a super team.
And never lost.
You feel what I'm saying? And never lost in the finals. So when you comparing Drake to some of these niggas that we put in our top 5, when you say Drake ain't right and these niggas this, that shit count. That means something. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's your personal opinion. I got some new age rappers of mine.
Think about it. You a rapper.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to sit down, put your thoughts on that paper, and make that shit sound hot. That's a gift, bro.
For real.
You feel what I'm saying?
And
now you got another rapper, right?
Yeah.
That he might be hot, but he read in somebody else rhymes that somebody else wrote for him, and people trying to say that this man is better than you. Won't you feel insulted?
Yeah,
like,
right.
We used to rap, so I know.
But that's why niggas bring their niggas to the studio,
right?
Because it can be inspiration, it can be a topic we're talking about.
You can get help on a verse,
yeah,
but that ain't the same thing.
A nigga can be
because let me tell you how deep hell is. Y'all say y'all did music, right? If I'm in the studio with you, I could just be like, yo, that shit hot. But say I was at the store with them niggas instead of saying what you just said.
Yeah.
Even though that's 3 little words I told you just
yeah,
I can get help. I can get credit for that. Because you just took something, like, you feel I
if
get right credit
to.
for that.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's not wrong if one of your niggas give you a hook. I don't got a hook for this.
Nah, the hook is cool.
Yeah.
But a nigga can't write your verse and
No.
Hell no.
A
hook is cool. I don't care about that.
That's what I'm saying. What was the song that it was saying that he wrote for?
What was Flex had the reference cracks, man?
I think it was 100 Bands or some shit? Yeah, I think it was 100 Bands.
And then one of the songs that he did with Meek, that's what made me so disappointed because he thought Drake was writing. And he said when he found out he wasn't, he said his mind was fucked up. It made him look at him like, damn, feel me?
But then Drake had it proved to you niggas.
Right.
Listen,
he did.
I write, motherfucker. Like, don't you ever get it twisted.
He proved it. I mean, that's hard to come by. But Wayne did it. He did it. So
I believe that he took the hook from my nigga, man. I don't think they might roll for Drake. It's hard for me. Because you think about it. Imagine some nutball coming out of nowhere and be like, yo, you know I wrote for Jay-Z back in 96. We all gonna be like, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like,
I can believe
J-Ho?
96.
What? No.
Yeah, I can
when
believe
Jay was spitting all fast and shit?
You don't know. he ain't really had no notoriety then.
Right.
But we got.
I don't know. Reasonable Doubt came out. But I think around that time.
Yeah.
96. But we'll never know. I don't think anybody wrote for Hov. We don't got it.
Did it came out 96?
God damn. I want to be wrong.
I think he came out in 96.
Yeah.
We got another one right here, man. One gotta go. We got The Last Dragon, House Party, Friday, and The Wood.
The Wood. Easy. The Wood got it.
Wood, good day.
I liked all of them, but the Wood is not.
Yeah. Last Dragon.
The Wood not as good as the other one. If I had to put them in order, House Party 1, Friday 2, Last Dragon 3, then what?
Mine would be Last Dragon, Friday, House Party.
I think I go in that order.
Was cool, but they were the last of the 90s.
Can you make an argument out of House Party and for being better than Friday?
No.
Because everybody like Friday is like one of the goated movies, but
if you ask
House
me,
Party
Friday,
is a classic too.
Next Friday is better than first Friday.
Oh, okay.
That's when we end the podcast.
What about
Friday
you?
after next is the best one to me.
Right.
That's
What about Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood?
Menace. Straight up. No hesitation.
Yeah.
I don't even watch Boys in the Hood no more.
What about New Jack City? That's a classic. Better than all of them.
Better than New Jack
New Jack City is hard.
Yo, New Jack City was shot well. It was so. Oh my God, I love New Jack City.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, man.
I might watch that shit tonight.
You just said
Kareem Akbar. He said, "Bitch, if I go down," he said, "Yo, when the guy told him he got when he was like, I'll be out on the week when he not, Ice-T hit him, and then when they was in court, when he got only a little bit of time, and then he was like, how the fuck he get off? Da-da-da. He told the dude, he said, yo, don't get mad, bro. He said, it's the law.
What did I just watch last night? In Too Deep.
Oh, okay. I never liked them. I never watched.
I want to go. What's it on, yo?
Netflix, I think.
It's on Netflix.
Yes.
You lying?
Is that what LL?
Yeah. His name was God.
Oh God, the infamous scene when he
shoved the pool stick.
shoved the pool stick up the guys. That was some gangster shit.
But them niggas was weak anyway. How you let Jay Reed come in and start swaying y'all a little bit? He gave y'all $200 a piece. Y'all ready?
Somebody this should have killed Jay Reed after when he was shooting at the car. You hit not a single thing. Don't kill this nigga, man. This nigga a cop. As a matter of fact, they wanted to kill him that night. Remember?
No,
he was looking for some work.
Yeah.
And his man's and LL Cool J was like, they didn't know who the fuck he was. They were trying to take him down the basement. I mean, down these steps, whatever.
No, he hooked him up with some people that were supposed to get him the product.
Yeah.
But instead of getting him the product, they was trying to rob him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he even said, that's how God get down? He's like, nah, that's how we get down, nigga. I told you that gold gonna be mine. Like, I just watched it last night. That's why it's fresh in my brain. Bro.
You sure it's on Netflix, John?
Yes.
I
Just watched it last night because
Okay,
that's when I watched House Party.
Okay, I'm watching that tonight. I know exactly.
All 3 House Parties on Netflix too.
Yeah, I seen that.
They just uploaded some shit. But
Yeah, man, this been a fucking great podcast, bro.
amazing.
Amazing, man. Thanks for all the game you give us off camera. We probably gonna
All
talk
the game you gave on camera.
shit, and all the people that we're gonna steal.
Share them bitches.
man.
For real, man. Go ahead and shout yourself out again, man.
Hey man, it's your boy Kev, #1 host, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Kev1host. Make sure y'all follow the People's Podcast on Instagram at _People's_podcast_. Follow us on Instagram, man.
Follow, man.
Every
Like,
Thursday,
subscribe,
7
man.
o'clock. We live, 7 p.m., man. Tune in.
Tune the fuck in, man.
All links will be in the description, people. But it's been another episode of What's on My Brain. I'm your host, AC Slater.
It's your boy, Comedian Watts.
And we love y'all.